Alright, this is part two of my video. It's gonna have a bunch of parts and I don't know how many yet, but it's gonna have a couple. About bullying and how we can stop it. And what will happen, what could happen if we don't stop it. Because so many times before, children have gone to school with a weapon of some sort. I've read of stories where a kid brought a hacksaw to school and started slashing his peers open. Of course, you've heard of the Virginia Tech and the Columbine slaughterings, and they brought a bomb, a gun, guns, bombs, anything they can get their hands on. And most of the time these days, a lot of kids can get their hands on a gun and have it loaded and know how to use it, thanks to media. I'm not going to dog on music. I'm not going to dog on movies. I find them entertaining. Yes, I do. And some songs have very violent lyrics, and I still like them. Some songs I listen to are about suicide, and I still listen to them because I like them, because they're just amazing lyrics. But that's just music. But it can cause some kids to want to fucking carry a gun around and start shooting people. Because they're fucked with. Because they're taunted. Because they're abused. By parents. By schoolmates. By boyfriends, girlfriends. Husbands, wives. It doesn't matter if you're 13 or 37. Bullying can still happen to you. It's not only kids being bullied. I know of many cases of friends of mine being beaten by their boyfriends. Now, of course, me being the person I am, I don't tolerate that. So I, quote unquote, as you guys call it these days, snitch to the police about these men, these scum of the earth, beating their girlfriend, wife, fiance, doesn't matter. Beating a woman is wrong. Putting emotional pain onto somebody is wrong. It's not only physical. Bullying is not only physical, it's also psychological, which means you can fuck with somebody's head and make them feel like shit. You can tell somebody every day that they're a faggot, or a fucking queer, or a lesbo, dyke, whatever the hell. And it can fuck with their head and make them feel like they're shit and nothing, and make them feel suicidal and homicidal. It doesn't matter if you're 13 or 37. It still happens daily. We need to stop bullying now. To put an end to all this bullshit of kids going to school with guns, people going to work with guns, or any kind of weapon. We need to stop it. As you see, I smoke cigarettes. It's a vice, I know. But I can honestly say the reason I started smoking was because a guy in the mental hospital told me it will calm my nerves. And the reason he gave it to me and told me it would calm my nerves is because even in the mental hospital, a mental facility to get me help for my problems and my anger and my suicidal and homicidal thoughts. That's what I was in there for. Because even in there was a few people my age, even in there, who fucked with me. And I couldn't handle it. Even in the place that's supposed to help me, I couldn't handle it. So he gave me a cigarette and he said, "Here, smoke this. It'll calm your nerves. It'll make you think that these people are just fucking with you to fuck with you. And you shouldn't completely go suicidal or snap and try to beat the fuck out of them. So I did. I got addicted. Smoking is a vice. It does not solve your problems. Help from a therapist, a family member if you can. That's the way I would prefer that most of you people watching this would do. Talk to your parents. Talk to your brother. Talk to your sister. Talk to a family member who has been there, who has understood. My mom was my therapist. And she was nothing but a Walmart employee. She had no literal diploma or education to be a therapist at all. She didn't even graduate high school. May she rest in peace. But yes, she was my therapist. I talked to her about everything, no matter what it was that was bothering me. Whether it was girl problems, guy problems, losing friends, getting dumped, being cheated on, my brothers harassing me daily, school, people harassing me daily at school, it didn't matter. A parent will always be there for you because they are your mom or they are your dad. And no matter what is going on, they will talk to you about it. And they will listen, guys. And if your parents are passed away, if a parent has passed away and you feel like they're the only one you can talk to, then call a family member. See, I have very bad depression caused by bipolar disorder that I have. I am a bipolar and I take my medication daily for it. For my depression, my bipolar disorder, my ADHD, and everything else that has to fucking be wrong with me. And literally a month ago, before I made this video exactly, a month, less than 3 days, in less than 28 days ago, my mom was pronounced dead at a hospital outside of my town. And the doctor said that the woman we knew, my mother, my father's wife, my cousin's aunt, passed away the day that she had a heart attack. And she had a heart attack in my arms. And yes, I'm very depressed about it, and she was the only one I could talk to. But guess what? I got her cousins. I got her nieces and nephews, younger than me, calling me, asking me if I'm okay and if I want to talk about it. There's nothing more amazing than having your 7-year-old cousin call you after your mom dies and says, if you ever need to talk, I'm here for you. I know how bad you feel. She was my aunt and I loved her. There's nothing more beautiful than that. Sorry that this video was just a complete blab about my mom. Next one will be more into the topic. Back soon.